know that I'm going to be fighting like 5 times a year. You know, I've always wanted to have an active career, so to know that I have the opportunity to go and have 5 fights, it's super motivating. I think it'll keep me really hungry in my training. Okay. I think it'll keep me really hungry in my training, and yeah, I think it'll be really good for me.
Rory, how has preparing for like a concept like this coming next year?
Well, George has been a great training partner, friend, and you know, mentor in my younger days. Faraz has been a coach of mine for a long time now. You know, they haven't really prepared me for a season format. I mean, they just, you know, he trains me for my fights, and we train hard, and you know, but yeah, they don't really prepare me for like a season format, no.
Hey Rory, you had talked about that when that contract was up, if you would have won, you would have had the championship clause and you would have stayed with Bellator. When the contract came up, a lot of people were probably gunning for you. Were the UFC talking to you as well about trying to get you back?
I had a lot of interest, and I mean, Bellator was, you know, they wanted to keep me. They had interest, you know, there was interest from everybody, but at the end of the day, PFL came out the strongest, gave me the best opportunity, best offer, and you know, I believe in PFL, where they're going, where they want to go, and I want to be a part of it from the ground up.
Now, $1 million is definitely very, very appealing. And it was funny, I was listening to Joe Rogan's show really recently, and Faraz, this is just a random martial arts thing, but he said that you wanted to do Lithway. When was that?
Sorry?
Lithway, the Burmese boxing.
Yeah, I was going through a weird stage in my 20s, and I definitely don't want to do that anymore. I was, yeah, I don't know. I was just, I had a mohawk back then. I think I was just in a crazy stage, you know. But no, I'm sticking with MMA.
So speaking of stages and the PFL, what stage would you say Rory MacDonald is at right now?
I think I'm walking into my prime. I'm 30 years old now, and I'm ready to put on the best years of my career here in PFL.
Rory, with what you've seen so far in the welterweight division and the championship happening tonight, are there any fights in particular that have your interest?
Yeah, I'm obviously really watching the welterweight final. These guys are 2 that I could be possibly fighting next season. So, you know, and I've watched them before as well. There's a lot of good talent here in PFL, and I'm excited to be in the mix with them.
There was one fighter, Ray Cooper III, who said he specifically wanted to fight you because
New York City on New Year's Eve. Vegas night MMA at Madison Square Garden.
I can't hear you.
Fighters League Championship on ESPN2. Lance the Hardy Bomber seeks back.
Okay, sorry. I was talking to Ray Cooper.
Yeah.
He said he wanted to specifically fight you because you beat a fellow blind of his, DJ Penn,
Sure.
back in UFC. Are you familiar with Ray Cooper? If you are, is that a fight that you definitely would be interested in having against a top welterweight like that?
Absolutely. I'm a fan of Ray. He's one of the guys that I like the most here at the PFL. Before I signed and, you know, was talking with them, he's a really exciting guy. A lot of power, and yeah, he's a top welterweight. So of course I'd like to get in the mix with him.
Rory. Two quick questions for you. First thing is, some of the previous fights you've had, one that did go your way, one that did. In the post-fight, you sounded as if, maybe you might even want to call it quits, but you sounded like you were having doubts. There was not a whole lot of, you know, the normal enthusiastic motivation one sees out of a lot of fighters. Is that a previous past thing that's gone? Are you still working with that? How are you fighting that, so to speak?
No, I'm past it. I've fought twice since then, and you know, I'm moving forward, knowing that, you know, I have a purpose and a plan going forward. I feel like I have a good 10 years left in me in the sport, and I want to make my early 30s the most, you know, the best years of my career that everyone remembers when I do decide to call quits.
And dovetailing with that, are you a little sad you're not going to be able to run it back with Lima anytime soon?
Not really. I mean, you never know. MMA is a wild world. We could meet again somewhere down the line. So, I mean, I've fought so many people. It's I'm just moving forward. If we meet again, that's great. But I mean, we fought twice already, and that's okay with me.
Last question?
Rory, you mentioned that you had a lot of offers from other places. What was it about the PFL offer that made it stand out more? So was it more lucrative than say your Bellator deal? Was it the schedule? I know the last few fights with Bellator, you didn't like that they were making you fight a lot. For this schedule, you might have to fight 5 times in 7 months. What about the PFL offer made it stand out compared to other ones?
Quite a bit, actually. Obviously, financially, it was the best offer I got. But there's also other opportunities, and also that I believe in the PFL's growth. I think that the fact that I know I'm going to be staying busy. I know I'm going to have those fights. The season format that's really good. And then just talking with Pete and his vision and his character and how he wants to work with me at my goals, and these are things that really intrigue me and inspire me to go forward.
Okay, one more.
No.
Yeah, another other question as you're the biggest free agent signing for PFL yet, and right now it seems like Kayla Harris is really carrying a lot of load. You were a big star at Bellator, but now you are in a league where you are carrying a major load. Is that exciting? Does that reinvigorate you? Do you feel an extra pressure because you are one of the biggest names in this company now?
I like it. I like to be the big dog, and I want to go in there and show them that they didn't make a bad decision. Then I'm going to go in there and I'm going to be a dominant force.
All right, thank you guys. Next fight's starting right
Thanks.
now.
Next fight's about to start. You guys